Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into the world of AI today. But not just any AI, we're talking about the stuff that's really pushing the limits, like seriously changing the game.
It's amazing, right? The stuff we're looking at today, it paints this picture of the future where AI is, well, it's almost like a partner helping us solve these massive problems.
Yeah, and one of the things that really blew my mind was Google's work with quantum AI. It sounds like something straight out of sci-fi.
It kind of is. I mean, they're using quantum mechanics to build computers that can, well, they can calculate things at speeds that regular computers just can't even dream of.
Okay, so back up for a second because I know I'm not the only one who finds quantum mechanics a little confusing. How does that even
All
work?
right, so think of it this way. Normal computers use bits, right? And a bit can be a 0 or a 1.
Yeah, that,
But quantum computers, they use these things called qubits. And here's where it gets wild. A qubit, it can be a 0 and a 1 at the same time.
wait, what? How is that even possible?
It's this concept called superposition, and well, it's pretty mind-bending. But basically, it means that qubits can hold way more information than regular bits. And on top of that, they can influence each other instantly through this thing called entanglement. It's like they have this secret communication channel.
So it's not just faster, it's like a completely different way of thinking about computing.
Exactly. It's a total game changer. And one area where it could have a huge impact is drug discovery. Simulating how molecules interact at the atomic level, that's incredibly complex for a normal computer. It takes forever.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But with quantum computers, scientists could design and test new drugs virtually and do it with incredible speed and accuracy. We're talking about potential cures for diseases that have been around for, well, forever.
That's amazing. And I read that quantum AI could also be used for things like financial modeling, maybe even predicting the stock market.
It's possible. And it could even be used to break the codes that protect our online data, which is, both exciting and a little scary.
Yeah, it sounds like quantum AI could be both a blessing and a curse.
That's true of any powerful technology. The key is to be thoughtful, responsible, make sure we're using it for good.
Which brings up a point that seems to keep popping up as we explore AI. It's not just about what we can do, but about what we should do.
Right. And how we make sure these advancements actually benefit everyone.
Speaking of which, let's move on to another area where AI is pushing boundaries, emotion AI.
So imagine technology that can not only understand what you're saying, but also how you're feeling.
Whoa, like it can read my mind.
Well, not quite mind reading, but companies like Affectiva are developing what they call emotion AI. And yeah, it's basically giving machines emotional intelligence.
Okay, but how can AI actually understand something as complex as human emotions? I mean, isn't that pretty subjective?
It is, but Affectiva's tech analyzes a bunch of different signals to figure out your emotional state.
Like what kind of signals?
So they're looking at things like facial expressions, those tiny muscle movements that give away your true feelings.
Right, even when you're trying to keep a poker face.
Exactly. And they're also analyzing your voice tone. Even your voice betrays your emotions. And on top of that, they're looking at physiological cues, things like your heart rate, your skin conductance. It's all part of the picture.
So it's like, even if I'm trying to hide how I feel, the AI can still pick up on those subtle signs.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And this has the potential to really change things in a lot of areas.
Like what? Where could emotion AI actually make a difference?
Well, think about road safety for a second. What if cars could sense when a driver is getting drowsy or distracted?
Oh, wow, yeah, that could prevent a ton of accidents.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just safety. Emotion AI could help create media experiences that are way more engaging, more personalized. Like, imagine a movie that adapts to your mood, or a video game that responds to how you're feeling.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But it also makes me think about, privacy. If AI is collecting all this data about our emotions, what happens to that information?
That's a really important question. I mean, like, any tech that gathers personal info, transparency and user control are key. We have to make sure emotion AI is developed responsibly, with clear rules about data privacy and consent.
So it's all about finding that balance between, innovating and being ethical, making sure these advances help people without, messing with their values.
Right, and that's a theme that comes up over and over again when we're looking at AI. It's not just about the can we do it, but the should we do it.
And that leads perfectly into our next topic, AI for sustainability. Let's talk about how AI can help us protect the planet. What are we seeing in the research?
The work being done by companies like Alibaba is incredible, really. They're using AI to tackle those huge environmental challenges we're facing. Everything from, making energy use more efficient to revolutionizing how we deal with waste, even predicting natural disasters.
Okay, so how are they actually using AI for sustainability? What specific things are they doing that are making a difference?
Well, Alibaba developed this AI system called Energy Expert, and it optimizes energy use in buildings and data centers. It analyzes all this data, temperature, occupancy, how much equipment is being used, and then it automatically adjusts things like heating, cooling, ventilation, all to reduce waste.
So like a super smart building manager working behind the scenes to save energy.
Exactly. And then there are their waste sorting robots. These robots use AI to identify and sort different types of waste.
Oh, wow. I bet that's way more accurate than us humans.
Yeah, incredibly accurate, which helps to increase recycling rates, reduce contamination. It makes the whole process more efficient, more eco-friendly.
That's amazing. It seems like AI could be a real game changer in making our cities, our industries, way more sustainable.
Yeah, it has huge potential.
But what about the global picture? How can we make sure these solutions reach everyone around the world?
That's a big question. I mean, access to technology and infrastructure, it's not equal everywhere. One approach is to create AI solutions that are, more lightweight, that need less computing power so they can be adapted to different situations.
Makes sense.
And partnerships are key too, between governments, organizations, tech companies to kind of bridge that digital divide,
Yeah.
to make AI for sustainability a reality for everyone, everywhere.
So collaboration is key and making sure everyone has access. It sounds like that's crucial to using AI for good, for making a real impact.
Absolutely. It's not just about coming up with amazing technology. It's about making sure it's used to create a future that's, more equitable, more sustainable
Yeah.
for everyone.
From quantum leaps in computing to technology that can sense our emotions to using AI to protect our planet, it's clear that AI is going to reshape our world. But as we've been talking about, it's not just about the tech itself. It's about the choices we make. It feels like, we've barely scratched the surface of what AI can do. It's changing everything. Healthcare, transportation, even just the way we interact with everything around us.
And the thing is, we're really just getting started. The pace of innovation in AI, it's incredible. Like the things they're hinting at in this research, it's mind-blowing.
It is exciting, but it's also, I don't know, a little bit intimidating. Like, what is the world even going to look like in 5, 10, 20 years? What do you think are the biggest questions we need to be asking ourselves as AI keeps evolving?
Yeah, that's the thing. We have to be asking those questions. And I think one of the most important ones is how do we make sure that AI benefits everyone, not just a select few? We have to be so careful about bias in algorithms, making sure everyone has access to these technologies.
Yeah.
AI development needs to be driven by a commitment to actually doing good.
Making sure AI serves humanity, not the other way around.
Exactly. And that kind of leads to another big question. How do we balance all this innovation with ethical considerations? As AI gets more and more powerful, we need to be having these open, honest conversations about what it means for our privacy, our autonomy, even the nature of human connection.
It's like we're in this uncharted territory. We need
Yeah.
to be careful, deliberate, learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why the initiatives that we've been talking about, the ones highlighted in this research, they're so encouraging. There are people in the AI community that are really prioritizing ethical development.
Right.
They want transparency. They want to involve the public in shaping where this technology goes.
It gives me hope that we can actually harness the power of AI for good, create a future where it enhances our lives and protects the planet. But it's not going to happen automatically.
No, it definitely won't.
It takes effort from researchers, developers, policymakers, everyday people, everyone.
Couldn't agree more. The future of AI, it's not set in stone. We're all writing this story together. And by, having these conversations, demanding responsible development, being accountable, we can make sure AI becomes a force for positive change.
That's a great note to end on. It's been amazing exploring the transformative potential of AI. Thanks so much for sharing your insights with us today.
It's been a pleasure. And to everyone listening, keep exploring this stuff, keep asking those tough questions, and keep imagining the possibilities. The future of AI is in our hands.